Hey, what's going on, guys? It's John, guys. Welcome back to another KSP stream. Sorry about not streaming for the past week or so, but my last video that I posted hit 1,000 views. Holy crap! In like 4 days. It's the fastest I've ever had a video go. Fastest. Wow, ain't that beautiful? And we're gonna quickly get both of these things to Minmus. What is Minmus? Okay. I don't have all that much time, so we gotta do this a bit quickly. Beautiful. Okay, about a minute away from it. Okay, sorry about that. Just checking stuff. Enough? Hello there to anyone tuning in. Just need to do a quick mission before we do the SSTO bit. Think of it as a quick filler mission before stuff gets started. There we are. come on. I'm not talking that much. Got almost out of the habit of screaming. Hey, Malduck. Excuse me. Voice crack. Hey, Malduck. How's it going? Is Twitch still bugging out for you? High latency. So I got you on YouTube again today. Nice. Oh, that's weird. Never seen that. This is the orbital line you see when you zoom out really far. This one. Normally it disappears when you're like zoomed in, but that's kind of weird. Huh. So I had to end the stream a few weeks ago. Well, hell of a voice crack? Yeah, it's bugging out. I had to end that stream a few weeks ago, wow. Like a few days ago, almost a week ago now. Sadly, due to internet issues. Hopefully my internet does not die on me today like it did then. But yeah, my Wi-Fi completely died and I was unable to complete the rest of that. So I basically scrapped the Minmus Armada idea. And after I do this docking, we should get right on to the SSTO. It's just gonna be my first time flying an SSTO in a while. It's actually pretty good. Not as close as I was hoping, but I'll take it. Yeah, my last video that I posted on a Sunday is just blowing up. I mean, has like 1,200 views right now. 1,100, 1,200. I mean, that's the most I've ever gotten. It's become my most viewed video in like 4 days. So I guess the algorithm is good to you if you post KSP. Gotta keep doing that. I mean, holy crap. Got 3 subs off of it. Visual glitch for a moment. See, are we in range yet? Yeah. Oh, yep. Approaching quickly. Messages are delayed? No problem. There that thing is. Yeah, the asteroid video. I mean, it's just doing numbers. Hey, how many docking ports do I have on this thing? Just 2 regular ones. Actually, just need to open the doors. And now this one, who are we gonna throw on this one? Who do I need to transfer? It's out of my list. Let's see. Who do we have on here anyway? Scientist. Wait, engineer and 3 scientists. Yeah, I got this thing right here. I'm gonna quickly transfer some guys off of it. Okay, let's see. We need Tambert. He's on here. Go ahead. I did not. Okay. Hate that. We're gonna transfer. Boom. We need Gene as well. I'm gonna transfer Gene. Boom. And what scientist do we need? Billy. Billy, right here. Transfer and gotcha. Now I'm just gonna have you undock. Move that paper away. Line that up. Here we are. Hey. Ow. I did it again. I bumped into the station. Need you, my friend, to get yourself out of the way. Quickly EVA. Take the data. Oop, missed it. Using a lot of monopropellant. Come on. There we go. Now, sorry to my crewables, you're going to be in space for a bit. We must head back to the Space Center. We must do the topic of this stream. SSTOs, which it seems that new players haven't discovered them yet. So, until then, I've been pretty good. So, until they realize that SSTOs exist and those videos start blowing up, not a lot gonna be happening in that field. I've been alright in general. Okay, let's see. Who do we need to take on the station? Knock something down. There's. Okay, put that back on my desk. KSP just went away. Get that back. Okay. We need. Keep storing that. Stop. Got Billy. Tamper in June. So we need 3 scientists. And 3 engineers. Ellis, Sigcott, and we're going to have Dottie as an engineer. Hello to anyone tuning in on YouTube. Preparing for our SSTO flight. Here we are. Now this is going to be quite an interesting mission. Would have preferred to do it when we had a few more names up in the chat, as you would say, but that works. So, in general, I'd say I've been alright. Turn on the brakes. That's a good spot. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knock 'em. Yeah, I should probably start looking at my readouts. Beautiful pull-up. Hey there, bot farmer. I see this is one of your first times tuning in on YouTube. I do have an A10. Don't worry, bot farmer. I will play Warbrokers again in the next few days, hopefully. But for the time being, Kerbal's been pretty good to me. Though it is true, I haven't played Warbrokers in literally a week, if not more. So I could definitely benefit. Good. PWR check. 0.82, thrust is going down. Pitch down a bit. You made another squad? What's your squad? It's so far behind. Yeah, if you hit the live button on the bottom, there's sometimes YouTube just throws you in at a point like a bit behind for some reason, so if you just hit the live, it'll take you to what's happening as soon as YouTube can process it. Nice directional sound. ULK, what does that stand for? Pitch down some more. once we make it to 400, oh, I was loading crew, dang. Unskilled little kids. That's an interesting name. We made it past 400, meters per second, so yeah, we're golden as far as, we're going. Nice directional thing. If you're inside, get some nice views of the sky and your fellow crews. Gotta pitch back up. We got into danger territory there for a moment. In terms of lol and y'all. That's good. It's a troll name. Hi. Oh, this thing is a space plane, so in theory this thing doesn't really have a top speed. As fast as you can get a gravity assist to. Also, our thrust is going down fast, so when this hits 23, blam! Hit the nuclear engines. Broke the old record of kilo. Yeah, I think my kilo is pretty low right now, so that even though gave us a boost, we are still losing speed and thrust very, very quickly. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me check my action group so I remember correctly. That's not what I want. 8. That's my action group I want. I set up these action groups and I don't remember them. Okay, these things are gonna flame out. As you can see, there we go. Boom. Now we're flying. So, if you don't understand what happened, these nice jet engines are... They have 2 modes. 1500 elo, 1840, dang. So these guys have 2 modes. You have closed cycle, which is I can turn on RCS now. Closed cycle, which is, as you might think, rockets. Closed cycle is, there they go. We can kill those. So these things can either be jet engines or they can be rocket engines. They're not very efficient rocket engines. They're not bad as jet engines, but they're not efficient. Let's put that way. 1840. So they're not very efficient, but the being able to change between them is pretty dang useful. And so being able to do that, you can design craft that take off like a plane, and at a certain point, just switch to rockets. And then we have our super efficient nuclear engines to take us from here. We used up the vast majority of our fuel, but then again, I'm not a very efficient flyer, especially when it comes to SSTOs. Monopropellant were good. We're gonna set our friend here as our target. Almost got into AI. Nice. Dang, I'm really not used to doing commentaries anymore. I'm not really doing commentaries, I'm doing live interactions, so I wouldn't quite consider that a commentary. Yep, we're gonna refuel like Gecko. That's our first stop. This is also a space plane I use to carry tourists. I'm ahead now. Alright, see you, Bot Farmer. Nice talking to you for the first time in like a month. Maybe 2. So I use this space plane as a tourist transport. You know, people pay me money. Adios. And then, how much is a ticket? It's about 20K. We charge about 20K. So pretty reasonable, all things considered. That's just ICE Aerospace Innovation for you. And basically, what we do for you is we put you on this nice SSTO. It's like month's trip. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna fly up into orbit, and then you get to visit the Gecko station. The true purpose of that is refueling, but the customers don't know that. They think it's part of the experience. So you can charge people more for that. And then, yeah, to go to space, that's really cheap. And then you get to go to Minmus. Then you get to stop at the other space station. Again, very nice deal. And you can actually, if you pay a few more thousands, you can stay at the station, which also doubles as a hotel. That is true. That is right, rather. If I can find it. Orbis Menthai doubles as a hotel. It was designed with an economic purpose in mind. So we have rooms on it that you can pay a bit of money to stay there. And you can chill in space for a bit. Or you could just come back in a whole big round trip. That is pretty awesome. Now, SSTOs in general are supposed to be super, and I mean super efficient, but I am not a very efficient flyer, as you probably know. And because of that, this SSTO is not the most efficient, also because I designed it. That guarantees less than optimal efficiency. Interplanetary. I don't offer interplanetary trips yet, but it would definitely be up there, and I'm saying you're getting to like 500K at that point, just because I don't think any of my SSTOs, even refueled, have the or maybe fully fueled, but I'm not sure they have the range to make it to other planets. Maybe you could go to the moon of Duna, Ike. That would probably be a pretty easy trip, and maybe Duna itself, but anything other than that, yeah, that's starting to cost quite a bit. Also, with nuclear engines and things like this, you have really long burns, since they have terrible thrust-to-weight ratio. Nope, give me my camera back. Always trying to change my angle, my perspective. Ooh, perfect on the 0. Less than perfect. Point ourselves target-wise. Just build a Star Destroyer. I don't think ICE Aerospace has the budget for that. I could go anywhere, but would I want to? Also, this thing's appearing as a station, and I really don't like that. What am I supposed to change? Here, this is a plane. I mean, with the performance of my last video, I'm not even sure it's possible to top that. So I'm not expecting my next few vids to do extreme numbers as this one did. For once, the algorithm was on my side. I greatly appreciated that, but yeah. How many crit? 260 Was that 80? Let me check where I can see that better. 25. Wow. 250 million credits? Yeah, I don't got that money. We're getting into a Galactic Empire territory there in terms of budget. I forgot, does this thing have a, Okay, let's quickly open the cargo bay. Please tell me I have, like... no, I don't. I don't have any antennas on this. It's gonna make maneuver noting harder. We're gonna recharge our batteries with our nice solar panels. They're pretty small, and they're not the greatest for charging, but it's better than nothing. Okay, that's like a lot of money. Now we're just getting into just keep adding zeros territory. Okay, we're going to hit it. Should be good. I mean, even if it's 0.1, we should be fine. Yeah, but I'm a perfectionist to a degree. That works too. Show me what we got. So if that goes up to 0.2. Please show me this again. Come on. Dang it. Can't get any closer than that. Turn that off and quick save. Tiny solar panels. Yeah. I probably should have stuffed some OTGs into the cargo bay since I used to have big issues with electricity in general. For some reason, SSTOs have that problem with power. Okay, what's our speed? We're not going too fast. Different. Our speed isn't too different. I mean, basically for any SSTO mission, unless you're just going straight into just orbit, then you have to visit the station. The SSTO is the first, ship that really gave my, station a purpose. Ah, crap. Come on, turn. This thing is slow. Forgot how slow at turning this thing is. Let's use some monopropellant. Get it faster. And the engines don't have gimbals on them, so that doesn't really help. There we go. Down to 0, what'd you say? Yeah, sure, I could fly the B-52 sometime. I was very proud of my B-52 that I designed and circumnavigated Kuban with. Now here comes the extremely difficult and not fun part. To the point, okay, we're gonna change perspective. To the point where, okay, docking, that is what we're doing. The SSTO is very inefficient. Now, the docking is the hardest part of this whole operation. The rendezvous, it's not terrible, but the docking is awful. It's so bad with the SSTO or even the space shuttle. I do have a space shuttle. That it's literally easier to move the whole dang station than to line it up using this whole station than it is using the, we're gonna control from here for a moment. Then using the actual SSTO to dock. I'm gonna point this way. Is the poster child of my operation, yes. Okay, now this is gonna be very difficult. Especially because I need to remember which are all these controls. Okay. No. Stop doing that. We're just rolling. I hate the roll on this thing. If you do any kind of motion, it's just going to start rolling for some reason. And the roll has many a time made me extremely angry in regards to docking. Since the thing just starts rolling on its own. And the RCS does have a habit of doing that on any craft, but this one is especially pronounced. Just starts rolling sideways instead of pointing straight. And then you just have to do the docking procedure again. I'm not sure I even saved. I'm just gonna actually, I should probably kill off my velocity so this is not a time bomb. I'm gonna line this up. We're for some reason not pointing towards the target. I don't know why. Point towards the dang. We're controlling from. I said this is the target. I'm not sure why we're pretending it's not. No, I might have not. I don't think I did. Never mind. Sorry, KSP, for blaming you. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't crash into the station. I remember the first time I was doing this, I ran out of power. Luckily, I don't have to worry about that now. But then I would just run out of monopropellant. That's what would happen most of the time. Would be that the monopropellant would run out. Hey there's Site 26 official. Right now, we're docking the SSTO from the title to one of my space stations, my refueling station, aka the Gecko station, to refuel. So you can actually make the trip to Minmus. Beautiful, beautiful, most successful docking I've ever had. Hey, silly Billy. I as well hope I don't crash. Hello to everyone tuning in. And we did it. Somehow we actually did a very successful SSTO mission. I'm actually proud of myself. Oh, look at that. Beautiful thumbnail shot. Oh, one of them. I'm gonna screenshot this. Okay, dang it, I hit shift. Nope, get me back to KSP and let me kill that. It does, I mean, it is using the SR-71 style parts, so it makes sense. I might need to change my keybind for screenshot since it does trigger the engines. I probably should have paused the game as well. Okay, let's see how much we messed up our orbit. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Okay, we need to set this as the control from here. And this is going to be a very interesting operation. Probably just going to set it here, and we're going to radial this in. That's what I get for not pausing the game. No, we're fine. It's just that I like having a circular orbit. Like, this would be fine. We're going to hopefully point ourselves in that direction. Hey, Zagolbin. What are we up to? Well, as the name implies, we're getting an SSTO to Minmus. This is the SSTO here. Docked to a refueling station. Thank you. I appreciate that. But, yeah, I accidentally, while I was taking a screenshot, I held down the shift button. And because of that, I messed up the station's orbit, so it's not quite circular. Now, hopefully this thing doesn't send the whole station tumbling, but I have a feeling it will start turning. Plenty of windows. Crew will like you. Hopefully. Yeah, see? I'm gonna have to do this with something else, like one of the pusher things. Well, I'll do this another time when I can get something on more of the center of mass like this. Good enough for now. Good enough for government work, as they say. Why not send the whole station to Minmus? Well, because I already have it. Technically two. One of them's in Mothball. I do have a station at Minmus that I need to visit with this and switch out some crew. Okay, now here comes the boring, tedious part that is necessary. Very necessary. Make sure this is on fuel. We are going to refuel this thing. Now, we need to sort through this mess of tanks. Actually, we don't have to. We can just do things the nice, simple, easy way through here. In a Hammerhead Corvette. Exactly, good enough for government work. Okay, we have these guys. Now, this one, take you. I don't think we need full fuel, but it would definitely help to have high levels of fuel. Which probably means I'm just going to fill the thing up. Okay, 400. Actually, I don't need these side tanks. I will fill the bicoupler, though. We have the bicoupler. That's the thruster. Fuel fuselage. Okay, I think that should be good. Now we're going to, let's see, which of these tank, if I can see anything. Does any of these have priorities? No. Okay, is this the empty tank? That's the half full one. Here it is. Now, this thing's gonna empty. Quick save real fast in case the Kraken tweaks out. If anyone has made a super destroyer from Helldivers, I'm sure they have. People in this game or that play this game are crazy. Okay, now we're gonna time warp because this is going a lot slower than I had hoped. Looks like it's not my first rodeo. Well, I'm gonna commend you for using that language. That's what I said in my first KSP stream, but yeah, this ain't my first rodeo. I've been around the block. Figuratively. Okay, that should be everything. Now I can do this and do that. That should get rid of... Said that should get rid of most of this stuff. I'm gonna right click. Get rid of most of it. I'm more of a country guy. Nice. I mean, I wouldn't say that. You'll probably figure out from later in the stream. But... okay, this thing's basically empty, so I'm going to try to even out these tanks. So one side of the station isn't heavier than the other. Come on. That's close enough. I can't get it any closer than that. I sound like one. Okay, close enough. Quick save now. How's our monopropellant levels? Oh, these guys have flown before. Why do I only have one guy in here? Why is there only one Kerbal in here? I flew up here with two. Let's cycle through all the Kerbals on the station. Okay, so there are two guys in there. Am I just dumb and didn't notice? No, it only shows one Kerbal. But there's two guys in there. Yeah, there's two guys. The other went to party in the cupola. Wow, that's weird. That's really weird. Okay, let's see. What needs monopropellant? This thing's out of monopropellant, just straight up. Gonna keep that one. This one doesn't have much, so I'm okay with that. And now let's find one of the monopropellant tanks. Perfect. And we're gonna fill them up. I have a ghost. Yeah. How come I'm playing KSP? What do you mean? Are country people not supposed to play KSP? Okay, that should be the end of all operations at the station. Reference. Can I actually float up here? I'm gonna do some fun. Cycle through. Sorry if you have epilepsy. I should put a warning in there. Okay. Hello there, fellow crewmans. Depends on how many tractors I own. Is that going to become a thing where people think I'm a country guy? Also, this is cool. This is cool as heck. I don't remember ever seeing this. Oh, because I updated that. So I can actually steer from here? That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I didn't know I had that. Okay. We're going to float up here. Can we actually get into the station this way? Raster prop monitor. I don't remember ever seeing that in that module. Yeah, we can get in here. Beautiful views. Breathtaking. Or whatever they say. Adds flight displays. I'm sure I had it before. Okay, this is far enough we can go this way. Wait. We're gonna close this hatch. I'm sure I had it before, but Has the station been operational for 13 years? Yeah, just about. Okay, that's everything we need to do here. So, I'm not sure if I just never noticed it since I've been through that part before. I guess not. Maybe I just fixed it. Because I uninstalled and reinstalled a bunch of my... Oh yeah, I need to make sure I control from here. Okay, now I can close this. Make sure everything's still working. What am I supposed to do? There's something I felt like I needed to do on the station, and I'm not remembering it. First of all, we need to, control from here. A lot of Easter eggs hidden in modules. I like the sound of that. I like eggs. I like Easter. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting to do to the station, and I'm gonna remember it when we're at Minmus. Okay, do I have actual flight controls here? We have declare KOS. Not particularly. Okay, that should be everything if I'm not forgetting. Could definitely be. Okay, that's reset. Now we're gonna go to Minmus. We can either do this the efficient way or the hard way. All I'm missing is a cowboy hat at this point. I have actually wanted to get a cowboy hat for a while. Cowboy. But, yeah, I'm be honest, I forgot about it. I gotta find one that's not $400. I was in Malibu a few years ago. There's like cowboy hats for like $250. Heck no, I'm not spending that on a cowboy hat. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this very inefficiently. Are you on one of the coasts of the Midwest? I'm on one of the coasts. I'm on one of the coasts. There is a lot more efficient way to do this. Okay, Z Goblin, I'm gonna accept your condolences then. Yeah, there's a lot more efficient way to do this, and that would be to split this into 2 burns, but we have the fuel for it. We actually have a lot of fuel, and I'd like to shed it before, you know, getting there so it's easier to do maneuvers. So I'm just gonna do this inefficiently. Also, I can't be bothered. And this way is quicker and funner. Sorry to hear it, man. Hey, I'm an Italian Californian. I like my life. I like where I am. You can escape out of your prison. Hey, I'm happy here. Hello to anyone tuning in on YouTube and or Twitch maybe. If you're enjoying the stream, like, subscribe, follow. Wow, that was verbal typo, but let's press on and not worry about that right now. You can hear that phrase a lot if you listen to my streams. Italian Cali guy sounds like a threat almost. How is that a threat? Okay, I'm gonna try and move. Actually, that's a bad idea. I'm just fiddling with this at this point, or faffing around, as I say. It's me drawing ice. Just a regular girl from Milano. I think my uncle lives in Milan. Anyway. Come on, how close can I get? Okay, yeah, it's just getting worse. This is the part where I lose a lot of people on these stupid maneuver nodes. Come on. Give me the encounter. No, you want to do it. Give me the encounter. I'm damn near close to it. This is getting really expensive as a burn. Come on. There we go. We got it. We just barely have it. We barely have it, but an encounter nonetheless. We can iron it out. Imagine speaking Italian fast, but with the California Valley accent and with all hand gestures. I actually do speak quite frequently with hand gestures, even when I'm streaming. I'm just do hand gestures since it's a lot easier to talk with your hands, at least for me. It's easier to express yourself, you know? Helps me articulate stuff. So yeah, it's in my blood. Yeah, in that regard, I fit the stereotype. Okay, let's just roll over for the visuals. And boom. Now this is going to be a actually quicker burn than I was expecting. I was expecting this to be a very, very long burn. It's called sign language. That's not what I mean, Malduck. That's not what I mean. When I eventually, and by eventually I mean years from now. Forza. See, Forza. When I eventually get or start doing webcam stuff, or get a face cam, there we go, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking with my hands. Okay, this is gonna be a very, very long burn. So, how's everyone's day going? This is a pretty boring part. Just still full time warping. Just taking a while. Also, we're burning in a really weird direction. Are you for real? Is my alert box working? Hey. He's select. Please. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna overshoot the burn because I'm messing around here. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I didn't overshoot it yet. For some reason the lights weren't on. getting close. I can turn that off. Turn off time warp before I do something dumb. We're very off. We're not going. This is why you don't burn with time warp. We're not reaching Minmus. We're not reaching Minmus at all. We're even worse than we would have been before. Hopefully I quick loaded at a good spot. Just imagine. I'm imagining you explaining a maneuver. I mean, my hand movements aren't that stereotypical. Okay. We're just gonna make sure this is actually gonna give me an encounter, yes? The burn time's only 46 seconds. It felt like 2 minutes to me, even on 4 times speed. I just realized it's not going down. Something's not right. Yeah, this maneuver's buns. We're gonna have to orbit back around. You sometimes get maneuvers. That's one of the things that sucks about this game. You get crappy maneuvers like that just pretend like they're great, and then it turns out they don't even work. Or they're a maneuver inside a maneuver. That's a terrible one. If you get a maneuver inside a maneuver, that's actually awful. We're just gonna, for simplicity's sake, going to add an orbit to that. Hello again to anyone tuning in on YouTube. We got 7 viewers, setting a new record for viewership. I mean, my channel was just, popping off the other day, somehow. That video, so. Makes sense. There we go. This is how you do a Minmus encounter. And it's a lot cheaper, but Delta V-wise and fuel-wise than the other way. Hey, Malduck is back on Twitch. Haven't seen Malduck in Twitch in a while. I can actually get this pretty darn close just doing this. And it's still going to be cheaper than the last fake maneuver. Man, close enough. All good. Great to have you back, Malduck. And now you can do little reactions, I guess. And, yeah, the latency, or basically the stream shouldn't be as laggy. Okay, now we should have an actual functioning maneuver. And start burning. Ah, see, this one's nice. This one's going down. Yes, welcome. Welcome to the Drawing Nice channel. We hope you enjoy your stay here, for as long as it may be. I'm not even sure I trust the dang time warp, so I might just let this go out, even though that's going slow. Wait, are Kugel seconds the same as real-time seconds? Nah, they're a bit slower. I always notice that. They're slower for some reason. Feel at home. You got to speak to an Italian while not trying to lose your patience. I was about to get offended at that, then I saw the JK and I'm like, aye. Hello there, Percy Pirate. Hope you're doing well today. Fun just to chill with. Yeah, I've gotten that. I hope it's true. Okay, this is actually starting to bore me, and I still don't know why the seconds are going so slow. Wait, is that just me mentally slowing down time? Who breaks the spaghetti? Hotel California. Okay. Oh no, it is counting the seconds right. It's just my percent. This is not counting seconds though. That is not right. Yeah, that's literally not counting seconds. I'm not sure what engine it's calculating. Oh. Go away. There we go. There we go. Like any Italian trying to speak English. Hey, I'm born and raised California. No, I'm not full Italian. Okay, I have a feeling that was the cause of all of the trouble. And I'm not even sure I made a quick save there. I have a feeling this is not gonna go where I need it to go. How is that making it worse? So yeah, I think we're gonna miss this completely since this is not this direction at all. Though I've figured out it's because of the other engines. Should I have packed a bit of oxidizer? Probably. Did I? No. What's the difference between milk and the US? Okay, now I see what I'm doing here, and this is very, very stupid. This is probably one of the stupidest encounters I've ever gotten. Left unattended milk eventually develops its own culture. That's the beauty of being a melting pot, I guess. Polish, German, Irish, English, and some kind of Scandinavian. I got this all sort of the stakes. Add. First one of the night. And the encounter is messed up. How did I know? How did I know? And why were those active? I had those engines shut down. Why were they up to no good, as they say? Okay. We're going to do this. You should change your burn time. Give me an accurate reading on there. Is this the original one? This is the original one. Can't even see that. No, this is the good one, okay. So your mix of everything but not as refined palate as jarring ice. That's the first time that sentence has ever been said in the history of the world. That's true, Percy. I did get an encounter with Minmus before. I've done it many times. You can even watch my other streams. The mun is looking really weird. Over there. Is that motion blur? No, it's not. Like, if I activate engine, I'm not sure why this doesn't change. There we go. Oh my gosh. If the pineapple is like fried or like cooked, it's fine. But if you just open up a can and just like pop it on there, I'm like, yo, what you doing? There we go. 5-minute burn time. That sounds a lot more accurate. The temper of the Irish and the German, the brains of the Polish, and none of the good looks of the other stuff. So you need to be having a beer. Okay, so yeah, Percy, I figured out my problem. It's a stupid problem since the game was calculating these other engines I have shut down as counting towards my burn time, which is very, very dumb. First of all, because those engines are shut down, and second of all, I don't have any fuel for them. I don't have any oxidizer. You don't drink. I approve it. I didn't say anything about approving it. I just said that it doesn't anger me. Like, if someone wants to, if I'm out with someone and they order pineapple pizza, I mean, I might give them a weird look, but I'm not going to, you know, start yelling at them or cursing them out as one of my friends would. I'm not getting my Vespa license. Now, if it's someone I don't like, then I might scoff at them and make my disapproval known. But otherwise, I don't think I'd have much of an issue. Hey, once you've had anchovies, okay, anchovies that aren't even anchovies, they're 90% salt, they're ground salt on pizza, then you start to have a different view of pineapple pizza. I've had so many kinds of anchovy pizzas, whether it's been in Rome, whether it's been in what's that place called, whether it's been in Virginia, whether it's been in Frisco, whether it's been in LA, hell, whether it's been in Paso Robles, whether it's been in Udine, Venice, or wherever. I've only ever had it a few times. Good. And I had it one time, that last time I had it. Udine, yes. That's my homeland. If you look at the Italian government's records, I technically live there. But we're in Udine. Oh man, that doesn't sound great. Your reaction scares me. Oh yes, we have a perfect encounter. See, Percy, I told you I knew what I was doing. I thought I knew what I was doing. And I proved it. Okay, that took like 10 minutes when it should have taken 2. But that's a theme on this channel's streams, at least KSP-wise. Used to be near Gorizia. I've been around there a few times. Actually, no, it doesn't actually matter where we come in or what side. We just need to be close by. Oh no, what does that oh no mean? Oh no, what? Okay, I have a bad feeling about landing areas. I might be able to make it work. Most exotic place is to Bucky's in Georgia. Udine is a place. What do you mean? What's wrong with Udine? That's where I technically, or actually legally, live. What's wrong with that place? Besides the stazione, I'm not gonna say anything about this thing. Malduck, banish him to the Shadow Realm. Thank you. This is an IKEA by Palmanova. Oh, what's that doggone place in the mountains that I don't remember that I need to go back to because I need to see my cousins. Also, we're not going to be able to make maneuver nodes. We need some relay support. I need to improve my relay network. It's not doing great. It's not doing great. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna warp here. We're gonna lose connection. Oh, it's back. Never mind. I realized actually kicked in. Zonkoland? No, I'm talking about the area near the what's them places called? The Julian Alps. I don't remember the name of it in Italian. When I remember it, I'll tell you. I have family there, a lot of family there, and I just can't remember the name. No, not the ski resort. I'm talking like place like Fallout. I just realized a lot of my family just lives in like these little towns in the mountains that have like a population of like 500, 400 people. One of them might have had a population in like 300. Wow. I'm like Italian. I guess I am, yeah. That's some drawing ice lore for you. Graviso? The name rings a bell, but I don't think that was it. Name Palmanova. Never mind. I'll think of it eventually. Eventually. But yeah, I was with one of my cousins, basically the same age as me. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for saying this, but yeah, he, now I think he peddles vapes, so maybe not the best influence. He's a nice guy, he's a great guy. Though, hangs around in the stazione, if you know what I mean. Oh, we're also still burning. This is very inefficient. Been a bit too far. But, yeah, I was with him. Is it on there? Land on the... Yeah, that was where I was planning to land. This burn here, because I burned after we passed, Perigee, was very inefficient. And, which, you know, I take total blame for. But because of that, it, like, really, and I mean really killed all the stuff. Gonna warp to here. Gonna take a while to come around. I'm gonna aim for these flats. Mountain. So I was going with my cousin, right? I'm chilling. And we're with the dog. And it's starting to get dark. It's summer, it's like 7, I think. Science is priority and efficiency is true. Yes, that is very true. But it's like 7, maybe PM, maybe 6, and it's getting dark. That's the important part, right? I don't think it was a high mountain pass. Basically, there was a town where my, I'm just gonna be honest with you, my, like, uncles and aunts just have, like, 1 million houses in the mountains and in other places, so I have a hard time keeping track of them mentally. But we were at one of those places, right? And so we walked out of the town, like out of the town area, up the street, into the, what you call it? This little area is like a path up. There was a house like halfway up this path, and it took you literally into a mountain. It took you to a mountain. And this path was, they were like diamondbacks. I think that's what you call them. They were back and forth kind of paths. Which, you know, when you're on a mountain is the kind of thing you want so you don't fall backwards and die. But we're going up and there's one point that took you really close to the woods. So we're going up this path, right? And both of us feel like we're just like tempting fate. We feel like we're tempting fate. Get some beautiful views of the Minmus Canyons. I feel like I'm pulling a Matt Lown right now and telling the story. But anyway, so we feel like we're tempting fate. because we're going here. It's dark. It's starting to get really dark. It's windy, and it's raining, and we can. It's not raining actually, but we can hear thunder in the distance because it's gonna start raining. We can hear thunder in the distance. And if you know anything about mountains, they're not the place to be during a thunderstorm. And not only that, we can hear, I'm not sure if they were wolves, but we can hear something howling, like things howling every once in a while. And every time we hear something howl, me and my cousin would just look at each other with kind of like an oh crap face, right? And we had a dog with us. We had his dog with us. We're going and like something would howl, or sometimes we'd just be walking, and this thing would like do the arrow thing from a cartoon just towards a random point in the dang like bush. In like, since we're going up and there's like trees on one side of us, there's like kind of an openish path, big open area that's where the path, and then on the sides there's a bunch of trees. DMU, I don't know about that. But okay, we should fall in the flats. I need to 7 this and then just shut these guys down manually. So anyway, this thing is just, the dog is just looking at like random spots, and we're like, what the hell? What is this thing seeing? What is it seeing that we're not seeing? And has it seen us? Is what we're wondering. So it just stopped, and it did this like at least 5 times when we're walking up, and I'm like, yo, we gotta head back. We gotta start heading back. Like, we could die out here. You know, since we're pretty far, we don't have cell reception. If we go missing, our relatives are not gonna know. Well, I mean, they're gonna know we're missing, but they're not gonna find us, is what I'm saying. So we start heading back, right? And the dog is still doing the thing. And we're still hearing howling and crap happening. And also, I'm doing like a suicide burn right now. Hopefully it works. It might not. And so we're scared. And there's this one point where the path crosses really close to the hills. Or not hills. To the, I've got DMs blocked, huh? I don't think that's intentional. Italian mountain monsters. But I swear, there was this area where the trees came like pretty close to the path. Like, I'd say like 100, 120 feet away. And I swear I could hear howling coming from like that spot there when something would howl. And the freaking dog kept looking at that spot. And I was like expecting the whole time some crap was gonna jump out at us. And it was gonna, whether it's a wolf or like, I don't know. A goddamn, I don't know. And so I'm like, I'm preparing to run. Your old house is haunted. I'm preparing to run. I'm like, yo, if this happens, I asked my cousin, are you ready to like call it if we have to? And he's like, yeah. Also, I think I did what my maneuver way too close to the ground. This is gonna really suck. This is gonna be hard. Ooh. That was a bad landing. We're gonna come back down. It was actually pretty smooth. I mean, smooth. It wasn't smooth at all. That was a freaking Southwest Airlines landing. But what I mean was, it was nothing exploded. It was a nice landing in that regard. Let's turn up the brakes. Be nice if this made trails. Landing, you can walk away. That's true. I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have a ladder on this thing. Complete stop. Quick save. Been a great day for the chiropractor. Thanks, Cam. Or Kai Matachi, should I say. It's actually going to go here. Open this hatch. Open the door. Okay, can I... There's a way to crouch, right? I'm gonna crouch. Normally when you're in space, this gives you a great view. I don't know what that means. Anyway, look out there. Great view of just space. You got something to ask me? I'll try to remember to. Okay, we got Dottie Crewman. That was interesting. I don't know how to comment on that, but you can see the beautiful reflection of our ship and the salt flats. You can actually see me the highlight as well. Well, I mean, I would have to open up my browser to do that. Also, look, footsteps. How beautiful is that? Wait, how do you do this? I forgot how to get you running the circle. Think of it more as ice flats. Hams, I don't feel like you're gonna tell me something very good. Okay, well, I've been here a million times, so... Check Discord. Open the hatch. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, we are in space. We're in a vacuum right now, so... This is the same as being in space. Beautiful landing by Sigcot. Just gonna get everyone out for like a photo shoot or something. That was weird. They spawned just like not holding the thing. So, long story short of the other thing I was saying earlier, yeah, my cousin and me ended up making it back, thankfully, walking back to civilization. You know why all avionics is run on Windows? No, I don't. But it actually started raining. It actually started thunderstorming right before we made it back, and it just started pouring while we were still outside. Because you never open... Okay, great. Never open the windows in space. Poor crew. Oh, what the heck was that? That was a weird camera glitch. Okay, now this is a... I have some nice other pictures of this I'd probably use for like a thumbnail shot. Okay, Ellis, you're an engineer. Probably don't get to do much. Engineers don't do a whole lot in this game, sadly. I'm gonna plant a flag. Storms in the Alps are really cool to watch. Yeah, but they're scary to be in. That's the problem. SSTO. Stream. / vid. Blacks. Yeah, so it was like, we got back, we didn't have any rain stuff on, we were just in like short sleeves, short pants, since it was hot earlier. It wasn't all that hot, it was comfortable, but you know what I mean. So, it was pouring rain, we didn't have anything to cover ourselves with, and we got back in time. We were actually out earlier that day, and we were walking up the same damn path. And it starts raining. This is earlier the same day. And it starts raining. We actually took a different route to get there, but we're like, dang. We gotta come back here later, you know? So we end up... No, we did not make it up to the summit. Because I'm not even sure I took a picture of it. I have no idea how that path ended. Like, mentally, I don't remember. I think it literally, like, the path went up and it, like, went into the woods at some point. Which, to me, is terrifying, you know, based on our situation that we were in. But no, we were literally just walking up this path. Oh, okay, I did get the same guys in there. Nice. We were below the tree line. I swear, if I had the power to, I would have called napalm on that tree line. There was something there, and it was terrifying me. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, this mentai. There we go. Why is that? Okay, you know what? Never mind. Mountain goats and deer. I sure damn hope so. Sure damn hope so. Okay, target is in front of us. So that means we have to turn around. Some white phosphorus. White phosphorus is definitely way worse. Sets your lungs on fire. That crap is terrible. But I think napalm would have been fine for my purposes. Though it's always nice to find another white phosphorus enjoyer. Okay, I have to use like local landmarks to figure out where I am. Okay, so I need to burn like straight this way. Snakes and check tourists in sandals. Okay, let's go. Phosphorus in the rivers of Dresden. Damn. Normally I take a little bit of oxidizer. That's really nice, the reflections. Take a little bit of oxidizer so I can give myself a quick boost with the other engines. Yeah, probably not only in Dresden. Did the wings just flex, or was that just me saying things? Either is equally possible. We're gonna burn vertically up. Okay, we're gonna cut off the thrusters so they don't waste all my fuel, since they have a habit of doing that. Still lights on fire. Dang. Okay, I don't want to go on an escape trajectory yet. I need to visit the dang station. It's a pretty nice intersect. How close can we go, though? Heavy bombardments? Yeah. Okay, that should be close enough for now. I can refine it later. This is a really small burn. But let me tell you, I don't know why, but when we started going up that path, I mean, sure, there was clouds and stuff, but when we first started going up that path earlier in the day, just holy freaking crap, bro. Thunder just started pouring rain. And so we turned around, we came back, right? World War I stuff. Yeah, I have been to the World War I trenches that are there as well. Yeah. But just like, as soon as we got on that path, psychological than anything, yeah. Flattened. Uh-huh. Just pouring stuff, like, I mean, something straight out of a story. Like, walk into there, and just immediately thunder and lightning. And I'm like, what the hell? Where the hell are we? But we said we're gonna come back. So we come back, and then that's when that whole story I just told you. So it was like, someone was telling us, like, don't go that way. And I'm like, we were like, like, okay, man. So that's the end of that tangent that took forever to finish. Nope. Give me my free camera back. Okay, let's see how accurate we can get this, since I know this is not going to be anywhere close. Just monopropelling it at this point. That's good enough for now. Okay, well, Melduck, you're making my skin crawl. So I, figuratively, of course. But it's like, what time is it? It's like 10:30 where I used to be. I don't need to be hearing all that. I already believe like my basement might be haunted. That's what my neighbor believes. We have these like weird ass. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that, but we have these weird scissors. Just literally just sitting under a dang vent or air conditioning vent under the house, bro. That have been there since this, like, who knows how long, but they're old, the super heavy ones. And we're just like, just leave them there. Z-Man, you're getting a bit too federal there. Copy that. Cams, the answer is no, but I don't need you leaking it, okay? I remember a few years ago, me and a friend of mine, this is, at school, I was, it was raining, right? Old house, we found a Buddha statue buried in the yard that's freaking disappeared the day. Okay, Malduck, you're like telling me scary story. You're like the book series Scary Stories, and I'm like a 10-year-old reading that. Anyway. So yeah, we were walking up, we found this one classroom that was like on the ground floor, so we could like go up to the windows and look in. And just, we were going to go and like, I don't know, stare into it since there's a bunch of teachers like having like a meeting or something in there, right? And so we both are holding umbrellas because it's raining. And we are walking there, right? Huge gust of wind. I mean, gale of wind just hits us. And I'm like, someone clearly does not want us to do that. Both agreed, yep, let's just turn around. Anyway, Malduck, what? Okay, Malduck, what the heck is up with your housing situation? Or former housing situation? 150 years old? Named theme music. Yeah, that literally is almost brand new. I think one of my uncles, I have a million uncles, he has one of the ones that lives up in the mountains. He lives in a house that his wife's father built in like the 1930s, I think. No, it was her grandfather, dang it. It was not the 30s then. It was like late 1800s. It's a house from the late 1800s that her grandpa built. I probably already passed this thing because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I kind of failed that. Or whatever. And the, like, top floors of it, that's where they live. This thing is, like, 4 floors, so it's pretty big. But, I mean, under, like, the lower floors are, like, preserved. They're, like, the same. I mean, not quite the same, but, they, like, they said they're going to, like, rent them out or whatever. But those things are, like, the same as it was. I'm like in the 1930s. That whole area down there is just eerie to be in. Okay, I'm not sure why this is pretending to be a ground station rather than a space station. I'm gonna be right back. I need to blow my nose. And I'm about to run out of tissues in my room. Rent it out as a historical experience? Yeah, basically. Okay, I don't know what Cams is talking about. Let's see. Yeah, I way overshot that. That was terrible. But I guess I was too enthralled in spooky stories. I have 4 viewers on Twitch, and at least according to this thing, which isn't always accurate, we got no viewers on YouTube, which is quite interesting because YouTube tends to flip-flop around. Excuse me. I'm gonna be right back again. What the hell? Start telling you how you're never listening. Okay, I clearly missed something while I was gone. Blowing my nose. What the hell is happening? I feel like the picture where the guy comes back with pizzas and like stuff is just on fire in the room and everyone's doing weird shit. I don't even know what show that's from, but I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Open from here. Open. Perfect. That was beautiful. Yeah, Cams, I'm just as confused as you are. And I'm trying to do a docking operation right now while I have all this crap going on. Okay, that's where that thing is. We're gonna roll the whole station. Jarring Eyes will get the reference? Yeah, I hope I do. Yep, there's motion blur. Thought I saw it. Okay, 2FX. What did I tell you? It's damn near sure I had motion blur off. But yeah, I see that jitter spread. Didn't I have this at 0? That doesn't help. Throw that back there. Yeah, I had motion blending to 0. Got an ad. 2 opposite rotating AG modules to compensate for generating torque. Yes, finally someone understood that. What they were for. Blur tolerance. Okay. That didn't seem to do anything. Put that back to where it was. Is it because you know what? I'm not going to worry about that right now. I have bigger things to worry about. Planning on get to engineering? How could you tell? Where am I pointing? Not many people would consider things like that. Wow, thanks for the compliment. I hope that's what that was. But yeah, that's what it's for. Yep. I think looks pretty cool. If you want a video of me putting this station into a Minmus orbit, you can actually find that on my channel. Should have like 20 something views, so you'll be one of the few people that have seen it. What does that say? A2? A-2? A11? I think I'm blanking on it. Okay, I'm gonna do a lazy thing here. Very lazy, because I can't be bothered. Just gonna do this. Point the whole station there. Of course, I watched Artemis 2, and I was actually planning on doing Artemis 2 recreation, I guess we can call it that now. Even though at the time, when I was planning on making it, it would have been actually in the before it launched, but of course I watched Artemis 2. I mean, Artemis 2, that's one of the big things drawing people to Kerbal Space Program now. I mean, it just hit the highest concurrent player count that it ever has. So, and it's one of the reasons why I can in fact see launches from my area. My last stream I was talking about that. Hopefully this goes together perfectly, but I have a feeling because this is this game, and I'm flying an SSTO, it won't. Did I hit the station yet? I can't see. Dang, I'm far. Dang, I'm far. Stop. Stop doing that. See how the station is rolling? I hate that. Yeah, just do this. Bring that back there. Nope. Did I hit the... I hit the thing. I hit the ring. Ah, this is gonna suck. Yep, here we go. Quick time warp to get crap to stop moving around. I'm not gonna let it crash. So I have quite a nice view of the stage set. Yeah, I do. Let's see, I need to... Nope, get your retrograde marker back over here. This is how you burn through propellant super fast. I can see these things on the edge, but I can't actually interact with them. I mean, I can interact with them, but I haven't figured it out. Okay, I'm gonna have to rotate the whole craft. This is not good. Yeah, this is not good. Not good at all. Okay, I just realized we're going quite fast in this direction. Turn the RCS back on. Okay, first to discover which direction we're actually going. Nope, line your crap up. Stop. I have only a limited degree of control over this, since this is... The SAS is messing with stuff as well. Should probably just turn that off. There we go. Make my life easy. Habtech 2. Habtech 2 is hard, man. Habtech 2, you actually have to worry about the Kerbals, like, dying, right? Or not dying, but, like, running out of food and stuff. This is why I hate having these things pointed at each other. I need you to stand still. You don't move, okay? Thank you. Now we're gonna roll this whole piece of, stuff. I'm pretty happy with my station parts as it is. I don't need to get any more FOMO from different parts. That already happened with this mod. Kerbalism or RP1? I don't even want to get into Kerbalism. We are controlling from here, right? Doesn't feel like it, but yes we are. I need to go a bit higher so I can fly over the ring. It's for after you graduate college? Yeah, I'm good. I don't need this game to be any more stressful than it already is at times. Come on, please. No. Hold on. Dang it. Yeah, I messed it up. Come on, slow down. There we go. There we are, after all that faffing around. Yeah, I could not stand docking procedures in real life. They're so boring to watch, to be honest. Okay, I'm back. I mean, if you look at an actual map of what the things are doing when they're going around, it does look pretty cool. But at least initially, it's just kind of boring. Here we go. Yeah, that was not my best, but not nearly my worst docking procedure with this SSTO, not nearly my worst in general. It's only the second time I've ever docked these things together. Hey, now comes the fun part of switching out all the crew. Okay, let's see. It only shows Sigcot for some reason. See, what is Dottie? Dottie's an engineer, right? So I could throw you into this. Yeah, you can rotate the docking port, but it puts torque on your whole vessel. Cams, I think you're misunderstanding the docking process. Okay, this guy's a... Let me go over here so I can actually see what their professions are. No, screw it. Okay, okay, Tankus, I need to get... No, Tankus is here for a while. Merwin, I need Merwin out of here. Get Merwin out of here. Okay, Tansky, where's Glebo as well? Glebo, just for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna get you there. Sigcot. Let's get Sigcot in there. Wish you could just right-click and see what profession the Kubel is. Tansky needs to go as well. Tansky. Throw you there. Okay. Now our friend's here. Scientist, engineer, scientist. Okay. So this is where I need to get guys out, right? Wilden, that's 4 now. Get Gildos in there. I hate that this resets too. I'm tired. This is not going to be a very smooth procedure. Podlock is a scientist, if I remember correctly. Desvis is a scientist, I think. Okay, so I threw someone who wasn't an engineer into one of the rings, which is not very good. We got wait. Do I need to get Wilden out? Yeah, Wilden is one of the guys on the list. Wilden, you get in there. Yeah, this is what I was throwing, guys, right? Glebo, move, and Tensky. Dang it. I'm not playing streaming Subnautica. Ellis, that's who I need to move. Ellis down here. And I'm guessing Sigcott is a scientist. Okay, where is... Sigcott's an engineer, dang it. Goddamn. Gildo. Okay, I'm just gonna cross out name so they don't pop back into my vision. Gildos on here? I don't think Gildos is. Gildos is fine. Okay, Norwind. Need to get rid of them. Hebrew's new. Hebrew's new. Hebrew's a scientist. Okay. No, I haven't had any watch events. Nothing important happened, Cams. Okay, Wilden, he's on. Got him. Merwin, got him. I don't know why Gildos is here. Okay, I was just not saying him. Okay, this is full, right? Or is there one space? It's two spaces. Okay, we need to get Lizford out of here. His swag. Nice. My answer was, no. I'm not streaming Subnautica. Okay, I feel like Desvis is an engineer. Do you have an imposter among the scientists? No, Desvis is a scientist. Engineer. There we are. Sigcott, you're the engineer. Probably should have looked at this before I started doing this. I used to be decked out in NASA stuff. I used to just be decked out in NASA stuff. Okay, now let's do a head count. We need one more guy in here. We got two of our guys here. Gildos got them. Is Tansky here? Where's Tansky? Tansky's here. Okay, we got Tansky. We got Merwin. Now, the last guy we're looking for is Glebo. Is Glebo here? He is. Okay, we got them all, I think. This should have 4 Kerbals. It has 3. Someone's in the wrong spot. How many guys are here? I think it's 2. Okay, that explains it. You are supposed to be there, and you are supposed to be here. These people are switched out already. Used to, I outgrew them. I'm gonna be honest, I outgrew them. That should be everyone. I could, in theory, do a tour of the station, but I'm not sure I have the spits to do that right now. I'm trying to decide. This is full of guys. Do all these guys need to go back, or it's new? These guys are new. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, so I need to get these guys home somehow. Okay, so turns out I only need 3 guys since I had 3 scientists already. So I only needed 3 engineers. Well, I probably should have thought of that, or at least switch these guys out before that. How dare you? Okay, great. So that's nice. I'm gonna leave this docked like this, and I'll give a station tour next stream. But we need to take the other Kubels home. That's gonna be the final thing here. This is a station. Stop setting it as a dang. Yeah, I don't know why it's set as. Oh shoot. Control from here. There we go. Now what are we? Still that. Station. And remove the naming. There we are. Station. Whatever. I'll figure that out another time. If I put this as a plane, what does it do? It's still a ground station. It's so dumb. Or a base, rather. Oh, yeah. Set this to priority. Boom. Okay, well, I'll figure that out. Radiators? Yeah, I put radiators on all my stuff. Half aesthetic. Yeah. Half aesthetic, half functionality. Okay, well, I have problems on this station I'll have to figure out, but we'll leave that for next stream, or I might just figure them out off camera. That'd probably be less boring. And then now I need to get these guys home, because they've been in space for 4 days, just chilling. Yeah, these are the other guys, and I'm really upset with myself that now I need to get have a mission to take the other 3 Kerbals that I initially brought up back. Just because I forgot that I had brought them up and brought up replacements, I guess. Nice craft, thanks. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, yeah. There we are. I think I did that wrong. Okay, get another maneuver. Held you hostage while designing it? No, I love cupolas. There we go, that's how you make a, Cannon, we're gonna cut this close because I like doing that. Nope, that's too close. How low can you go? I made it. Yep. Yo, Cam, no one's forcing you to be here, my boy. Okay, I'm just gonna try to get this as low as possible. We don't got black holes. That would break the physics engine. 16. We're gonna do it. Try to get it for 16 meters. This is gonna be a borderline ballistic reentry. Borderline ballistic. Which means G-forces galore. Also, this actual craft, I've had it in space for probably like 2 years in game. So this is actually I'm gonna give it a salute for now, give it another one later. It's served me very well. It's been my station, oh yeah, whole bunch of mods that had things like that. Ooh, got it close. Just go port back prograde. 12K, wow. OCS time. And turn this off so it stops messing. 261, that's close enough. I do have waterfall. That's the reason why this doesn't have an engine plume. Waterfall, I think, was one of the first mods I ever got. I do have... Oh, you know what? I'll let that question answer itself soon. So yeah, this thing was the older version of the direct descent lander that I designed. Served me well. Served me for probably like 2, maybe even 3 in-game years. So it's seen a lot. And now it's... I was using it... Yes, I have parallax. Excuse me, I was using this as a shuttle between stations and, you know, go down to the surface, grab some science processing at the station. Speaking of which, I forgot to transmit science from one of the things at the station. So I have to do this next time. Jargon. Thanks. Oh yeah, in a classic me fashion, we have to deploy everything before we hit the atmosphere. This is open, right? Nope, open the doors. So yeah, this is the older version of it. I got rid of this because I didn't really need it. And also now it makes this a bit more, send him to Guam. This makes it a bit more symmetrical having this here, or like, weight-wise, you know? It's more generated. Generate drag to safe disposal. So it overheats more and creates more fireworks for me. That's why. Just have a crew go out, do a quick visual inspection of the craft. Yep, everything's good. Aw, dang it, minute ad. Sorry, I'm gonna wait just a second because I don't want to have to quick load this because someone didn't see it. We could just quickly do a look around, see what's happening. The particulates coming off are pretty cool. I don't think I've ever stopped this during a re-entry to just look at it. Wait. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Does this work? Yes, I can see the Kerbals inside. It is a heat shield as well, that is true. So I can in fact see the Kerbals in here. That's weird that this has an internal view. Hello there. Yeah, this is laggy for some reason. Hey, let's turn that off. Minute should be about up, so... Now I just had it paused. Now you can see we're going into plasma blackout. We're actually going to turn on the RCS so we can point ourselves. So, oh, there goes the antenna. Starting to heat up. We're not losing speed very fast. Oh my gosh. That scared the crap out of me. Oh, we have stuff starting to overheat. Holy crap. That thing slowed down pretty fast. I think that's the most of a direct descent lander I've actually had burn up. Don't think I've ever had one burn up that much. Okay, the fuel tank, when a fuel tank or engine explodes, it's just blam. And the whole thing just comes apart. Landing struts. Wow. Yeah, a lot of the internal stuff exploded as well. Yeah, that's 10 kilometers away. I'm not going to switch to that. Okay. We're doing a splashdown. Nice. We can turn that off now. Wait, I think I had a probe core on that. Did that overheat too? A lot of the scientific equipment, because it has pretty low heat thresholds, just boomed. Yeah, I don't know if that burned up. Kind of hoping it did. Okay, let's speed this shindig up. I was not expecting that to explode like that. I was expecting maybe the engine to explode first. Because I can, and I'm like, what you call it? I like living on the edge. I'm just gonna cut this super close. Ooh. The safety and insurance will have to have a word with you about safe re-entry. And there goes the heat shield. We don't need that anymore. We pulled 11.8 Gs doing that. I remember one time I was like, I swear, I was time warping too far. I was like 200 meters off the ground, and this launch escape system I have here saved me. Not that the G's were the problem, yeah. Hey, beautiful splashdown. Basically every one of my streams, except for the one that was ended without my input, Wi-Fi issues, have ended with the splashdown. Give me a second. Need to wipe my nose again. Perfect. Well, actually, I know it's late, but we actually do have another splashdown to do. On escape trajectory out of the sun. What the hell happened to this? Oh my gosh, look at that. No, I'm sorry, no B-52 today. Yeah, I got classes tomorrow. What the? Look, this thing got krakened. This thing got krakened straight into the, Or did I do that? I think, oh no, that was me. Yeah, this was at the beginning of the stream. I launched this thing on accident into solar orbit. Okay, we can pretend that doesn't exist anymore because it doesn't. And we can deal with this thing I put into orbit last stream and just kind of forgot about. Cams, we don't need to go into that much detail. Okay, make sure everything here is still working. Yep, I do in fact have a Saturn 1 in orbit. And I want to re-enter on the light side, so we're gonna warp over here. Okay. I'm hoping we can re-enter over land. This is gonna be a crap show, as they say. Just gonna ballistic re-entry this. This is like a bonus segment, I guess you could call it. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna wait for us to start re-entering, and I'm just gonna all throw this into like one group. This is gonna crack in something. We're not going very fast, so sadly, we're not gonna have much flames. There's stuff starting very early. I'm gonna choose not to respond to that. Anyway, okay. This thing is gonna start flipping out, and it's gonna start flipping out terribly. Where are we? Okay, we're here right now. Okay, there goes the antenna. Yeah, the whole stage is a heat shield. We're not losing speed very fast. Yep, there we go. Ah, not as much stuff happened. There we go. Something explodes thruster blocks. I think this one's still controllable. Yeah, I can still control this thing. Let's turn that off. This thing's not controllable. Those things are far. Okay. Oh, Corey Kerman. I haven't seen him in a long time. Not much ablator left. Landing in the Highlands. As you can see, I'm being very liberal with time warp. $13 Gs, dang. We put more Gs doing that than during the entire entry. Adios. Yeah. Nice explosion. Just pretend that didn't happen. You can actually spin to slow yourself down on a descent, make it a bit smoother. Islands. Just something to get done with. I know I'm not going to get any signs from this, but why not? Okay, that was weird. Weird slope here. She kind of meshed into the ground a bit. Okay, time to recover this. The Kurds are beasts. I don't think anything... Yeah, nothing survived. Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed. This has been a very fun stream for me. Sure, as per usual, things went wrong. Okay, we're lying now in the chat. Anyway, follow if you're new, or if you enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time, whenever that is. This has been Jarring Ice with another KSP stream. Adios.